Asenivusele amaswahla amahle senivusele benkosi lenhle senivusele nebenkwazi yamahlokohla kusile nine balomnyama siyanivusela ke ehlelweni Embili Kanye Kanye luhlelo lolungena ke ngalesibili ngensimbi yemfica kusihlwa kude kube insimbi yelishumi kusihlwa lapho khona ke sithi Embili Kanye Kanye libito lami benkosi lenhle ngingiJohn ngakaphireza isibongo ngimchubi walohlelo utheke umsakada awuphireza sibambise ke simane ke sikhulumise ke tindzaba leti tsinza ke i-social cohesion ngesikhathi ke esamkhuhlane i-COVID-19 njengoba ke sathi benkosi lenhle lokuthi kunyenti lokwentiwa ke tinhlangothi letahlukahlukene ngisho ke ubuka ke amakomiti lekawabekile uhulumende la ngaphasi ke kweliphini ke lemhlonishwa mvunankulu ngamakomiti latsinza ke tinhlangothi letinyenti kukhona lapho ke dabo agriculture kukhona lapho ke dabo public transport kukhona ke lapho ke demfundo kukhona nalawa lapho ke tempilo kukhona ke lawa lapho ke bo resource mobilization nanathi ke silekelela inhlangothini leticishe ke tibe njengaleto maswahla amahle ikakhulu kade sibuka nje lokuthi umkhuhlane mawukhona even kuma ke tinfo letinyenti mase timile letinfo leto tindzaba nanato ke kufuna ke sitikhulumise sendele lokuthi ema solutions noma kumbe tisombululo nekuncwatisana kube info lechamukako singakhulumi nje tempilo kuphela kanti kumbe temfundo tiyalimala kubonga nje nasetikweni letemfundo njengoba ke sibona ke nakuma stakeholders sibona ke inhlelo letfaka ekhathi ke ema home learning programs emsakadweni wemoya emaphephandzabeni nakhona ke la ekhaya emsakadweni Eswatini TV lokuyingcenye yahulumende nekubambisana nanawo ke ama stakeholders ukuthi lesimo lesibangwa ngilomkhuhlane kube simo lesizama ke kuba mitigated mangasebenzisa ke igama lesilumbi ngekuthi ke kubanjiswane kuleto tinhlangothi leto singena ke lapho nathi benkosi lenhle njengoba ke sifika ngaleti khathi ke lo mhla ke kusihlwa sesingena ke kwesibili njengoba nasevikini liphelile ke sasikhona benkosi lenhle luphinze ke libe khona lo hlelo leli ngelisonvo ngensimbi yesithupha kude ke kube insimbi yesikhombisa kusihlwa lolu ke luyatholakala ke na ku YouTube mawungena nje ku Eswatini TV ku YouTube platform yethu utawukhanza ke silusakada ke live lo hlelo lolu you can even let know your friends and your relatives that have a Wi-Fi or internet connection they can follow this discussion on our YouTube channel and as well as a repeat will be there available tomorrow kulo msakado ekseni nga 9 o'clock ningaphinza ke nilibukele lo hlelo lo lwangelisonto luyaphindwa ngabo lesihlanu ngensimbi yelishumi ke nakunye ke ekseni sendela nje ukuthi emaswati abe updated akhona ku absorb information letawukhona ke ukuthi iside ke kwendeni ngetinqumo letitawenda lokuthi lesimo lesibangwa ngomkhuhlane ke sibe ngcono siyawuphinza ke benkosi lenhle sitikhulumise tindzaba njengoba ke sathi lokuthi lo mkhuhlane utawendlula dinenge tindzaba lesiyawuchubeka sitikhulumise lethambelane ukuthi live alifike ke liye ke Embili Kanye Kanye hlelo ndalo muhla benkosi lenhle sitawukhulumisa indzaba njengoba ke sayiqala ivikini liphelile kulabe bakhona ngacela lokuthi tivakashitami lokungwane Dlamini umcondzisi wenhlangano leyathiwa ukuthi ke Crossroad kanye ke namake Dladla lobhala ke incwadi lethe ke Pillars of Parenting baphinze ke babuye batosi incwadisa sikhulumisa ke indzaba yekukhulisa ke bantwana ikakhulu kade ke sibuka lokuthi nanabo bahleli ke emakhaya sikhathi ke lesitse kunyenti kumbe lokungagcina ke kubangele eminye imikhuhlane ukuthi kungasahlaliswana kahle nokuthi kumbe bantwana baphume ke esandleni ngalokuthi bothishela labe bakhona netikolo lebetikathe ke provide a safe, secure and disciplined environment ayisekho ngalesikhathi lesi sizama ukuthi ke sibambise ke live ukuthi singabi sikhulu noma ke sibe khona leso sikhala leso sifuna ukugocota ke ihloko letimbili namuhla letitsinza indzaba yiku leading your children to the Lord mangumntali kubalulekile kulasikhathi lesi ukuthi bantwana sibakhulise ngekumathi uNkulunkulu and teaching responsibility through work kulesikhathi lesi dinenge tinfo letendekako lapho khona abatali ba provide ama privileges la yekelisa abantwana kuba responsible nekwati umsebenzi nevalue neimportance yemsebenzi sitake sitekele indzaba leyo maswahla amahle siphinze ke sishwamba kanye kumbe kancane lesikhulumise ke evikini liphelile kunimema njengoba ke sitawuvula ke tincingo we do have a WhatsApp number we do have an SMS number where you can send questions or comments or contributions in this program today angicale ngawo make Dladla ngiphinze ngibonge ngikubingelele make ukuthi usivakashele ke hlelweni namuhla ngikuphe lithuba lekuvusela emaswati
siyanivusela maswati lamahle
sibonga kakhulu make kuphinze ubuye nalamhla ehlelweni Dlamini yokunene angikubingelele Nkosi ngikuphe lithuba lekuthi uvusele emaswati
ngiyabonga John ngiyavusela emaswatini
Sibonge kakhulu Nkosi ngidawuthe ungishemene walomhlangano lesubambile la ngikusho lokho ngesizathu sekuthi ni lethe sicelo emsakadweni Eswatini TV ninhlangano iCrossroads sicelo sekubambisa lo live kwakha ke kumbe inhlelo emsakadweni lethi tawukhulumisa indzaba yalesimo lesikhona esicalile ke evikini eliphelile noma kumbe bese kwesithathu sikhuluma evikini eliphelile kumbe nje kuniketa sithombe eMaswatini Nkosi lokuthi sihlanganiswe yini iCrossroads na Eswatini TV sitothi sibuka Embili eMaswati abe nalesithombe ukuthi nawa ematubuko lesitawahamba.
Asibonge John, sibonge nelithuba lekuvusela eMaswati nekusho ukuthi lokusenta sibe la ngumthwalo lesinawo wekuhlangabetana netidzingo lesibhekene nato njengeMaswati. Kungaba tidzingo temtali, kungaba tidzingo tetikolo, kungaba tidzingo temfundzi. Thina singena lapho. Singeniswa ke ukuthi naba abantwana sebasekhaya bahleli nemtali kanitolo bebakuthishela lo mtali longasithishela kubakhe lebeka bathumele esikolweni so utikhanza acitha isikhathi lesinengi nalabantwana manje ke kuthiwa ngesingisi uma ingcondo ingasebenzi tandla tisheshe tikuthole letingakwenda kuphazamisa impilo yemuntu so thineke sitoncwathisa umtali ukuthi kulesikhathi lesi angenda njani sitawugcina ke phiriso lokusicalile nyalo sisayibuka ngelihlango silemdali sifise ukuthi sigcine sifika la sifundisa khona nemntwana ukuthi ahlale njani ekhaya afunze njani kulesimo lesibhekene naso ngoba lesimo lesi sisimangalise sonke it is a shocker to everyone so thina asisho ukuthi siyasathi lesimo kodwa sitanda nje kubukisana ukuthi singancwadisana kanjani
kunjalo Nkosi kodwa nje I think kimi kuveta nalesidingo noma lesithombe sekuthi inhlangano lenjengalena lo iholako iCrossroads ithethe umthwalo wekukhulisa abantwana njengoba nginaka ukuthi ngazothi ni provider kakhulu ema life empowerment skills lokhu ke sesila emsakadweni Nkosi nginaka nalokuthi ingazothi kufuna sikukhulumise lokuthi nanabo badali ngoba kube Crossroads akekho naletinye kumbe inhlangano leti sebenta umsebenzi ofanana naye ngabe labantwana baniketwa ngibani ama life empowerment skills ngithi nje Nkosi asenkuphele lithuba lekuyikhulumisa njengoba abadali bakhona emakhaya lokuthi ingakanani responsibility yabo ukuthi lokho lokwentiwa inhlangano nanabo bakwende kwelekelela lokuthi lesimo sekukhulisa abantwana kube ngilesimo singathi kusasa njengoba kushiwo Nkosi bangumlibalo ya Embili futhi asithi mase bakhulile singathi soli thina badali lokuthi uyathi asendanga kahle lo mfana sowunginaka futhi ngeke usamgoba ngoba sowukhulile
usho yona John ngesiswati kuthiwa ligojwa lisemani ungaligoba selomile lephuka irresponsibility yemtali
lungakulimata nekukulimata nje boss
uqinisile irresponsibility yemtali kufundisa umntwana ummikisa nje esikolweni sekukhona la kuhlanyele ngoba umntwana nakafika emhlabeni ufikela kumtali ucishe isikhathi iminyaka le yekucala lengu4 noma 5 uyichitha analomtali uya nje esikolweni sokuthe thuthu kunetinto le umtali abheke usingabe sokuhlanyele so thina njengetinhlangano lo mntwana sesimukhe etulu ngiko ke sekulikhunyana nekumjubela kuletinye tinto ngoba sowuvele utimunyile lekhaya bantwana ke John abafunzi nje ngalesibatshela kona kodwa abafunza ngalendlela lesiphila ngayo la khaya
lokhu kwenda lo sibadali kuyabida lokuthi vele basonzele bakhulise abantwana babakhulumise bababuke kunento lo wayithenza make edladla uyabona kumbe ngilelanga lecala la sasikhulumisa khona lenza bayikukhulisa abantwana wazama lokuchaza the importance nale structure sesikolo lokuthi besidlala nzima yini empilweni yalomntwana lokhu sesingekho nje sibala kumbe tinyanga lesetiya kumbe kuletimbili kukhona le void noma le gap lekuyibangako noma lekuyicreator ko lampilweni yalomntwana kumbe kubatali labe bangekho ngalelo langa neku refresh nje ingqondo debatali labakuva lokuthi sasithi lesikolo sibaluleke ngani I mean the school environment what structures are there that were helpful and meaningful to the life of the child who now is not in that environment and what effect that is having on the child.
Thank you, John. Yes. In the school is a structure of authority from 8 o'clock to 4. It's a very long time. Now ubuka ukuthi umntwana uphume ekhaya maybe 6 or 7. So that big gap, that whole time, umntwana is missing that picture of authority. Uthi sesiya emaklasini, sesiyaphuma, sesiyenda, that order, and that what we call the other day is the routine. Your routine disciplines a child. The lack of routine gives them ill discipline. So that's number one, what they are missing. They are missing order. They are missing now time. Time must go along with an activity. If there's so much time and nothing is being done, then we say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. But when they are in the school, every time that is given has got a purpose. So that's what they are missing. They are also missing their mentors, their teachers, who are always with them, guiding them through their lessons. They are missing their lessons as well. That is a world wealth of information that they are missing, that they will not get on TV, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So that's another big chunk of their life that is now at lockdown. The other thing they are missing in school structure is the principal. We say the principal is there to give order, to give direction. When they see him standing there at assembly and saying this will be the order of the day, everybody, maybe 800 students or even 50 students, doesn't matter how big the school is, but the principal gives that, and the cohesion, the teachers working together with students and everybody else who is there, gives that social well-being and purpose. But now it's not there. Most of the time probably they will be on their own, and especially even children who don't have parents, because we know there are these scenarios that somebody came and is seeing the child for the first time from work or from another country and doesn't even know the children. But when they're in school, they are known. Even the principal knows them by name. So that's very important. Nathi principal, hey, sban, yakubona, kichimo ye klasini. You see, that structure itself gives a pasopa umdwana. You see. Then of course there are the deputies who check how the classes are going in and on time, and are they getting maximum attention. So that's very, very important. And the bell is important. It tells you now we're changing this, we're doing this. All of us, 800 kids or 700 or 600 kids responding to a bell. It's a very, very important thing, because intellectually, psychologically, physically, you move.
Yeah.
But now in the absence of it, there is no that thing that tells you, let's do this now, let's go here now, come back now. There is no bell, and that was going to affect them.
Yeah.
Yes. There are many activities, like the extracurricular activities, that they are missing, that they love maybe to do, you see. So that is the whole thing that we are suffering in this lockdown.
So we are basically making a call to the parents to now fill in that space, to assume these responsibilities, because the teachers are not there, the school is no longer there. What exactly are you saying to parents? I think I want us to integrate this into today's points, because we are trying to knit what we spoke about into what we are doing. Parents need to take a certain position, and what exactly, in the absence of the normal activities and routine that were provided by the school environment, what are we saying to parents nationally? Eswatini are watching today, and they have parents, most of them have gone back to work, some are in essential services and the likes. What are we saying to these parents today?
We are saying that therefore, seeing the condition and the situation, the challenge that we have now, we need now to take up that responsibility which the kids are missing. That means saluba principal ubone likhaya lakho libe ne-order na umntali namake ende the same thing. This is the time now to understand your children and fill the gap of a teacher. Children like primary school, there are so many questions. Be there to answer those questions. Be there to play with them. That's what it means now. For the older students, maybe college or high school, be there to guide them. This is the time they will need your guidance. This is the time that they want to hear that voice of order, that voice of authority, that voice of reason, that voice that guides, that voice that understands, and also being like a buffer zone.
Yeah.
Because our children are also afraid, as we are. Because they don't know what will happen to them if they're sick or their parents get sick. So they also need to be doctors, to have that luvelo, and also be counselors. Sit down with your child and explain what is going on and give them hope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Nginakile nje ngosilo ukuthi kunakule sitakhulumisa namuhla lokuhambelana nebatali nabo excuse me nabo ke banifana kunale elements esifuna ukuyikhulumisa namuhla yekufundisa irresponsibility and ngekubaniketa umsebenzi nekuthi ke at the end of the day I think make nje wakumention at the other time, you know, the issue yak assembly, bathandaze, you know, which is now lacking, and esikhathini lapho khona kube bangasayina ku Sunday school banifana ungakhanza ukuthi seyikhona nale gap noma le disconnect between the child and the creator, you know. The importance of parents assuming a mentorship role in as far as teaching the child to know responsibility, you know. Yinto vele lemcoka inkosi lekufuna ukuthi batali bayinake ngalokuthi esikhathini lesiningi I provide for my children, they don't have to worry, why must I teach them work and all those kind of things. But I think this is a mentality we need to change, you know, because at the end of the day you find this, we all become vulnerable if ungasebenzisa lelo gama lelo, you know. Why do we want to speak about the importance of responsibility by giving our children work?
Na unaka leli gama lethi responsibility likhuluma nge-expectation lekumele ifulfilleke ngalokubonakalako. Lokusho ukuthi nasithi lo mntali akanikete lo mntwana iresponsibility, sithi akamnikete magunya nemandla ekuthi ngiyagunyata ukuthi hambe uyosebenza nako, ngitawubona ukuthi ukwentile ngemphumela. Uthenza ke John indzaba lematima esikhathini lesiningi siye sizame ukuprovide labantwana kani nabo bayafuna ukuthi vela bayingcenye yekusolva lama problems lesibhekene noma lesikhungethe. Uma ke sikhuluma ngekufundisa irresponsibility, sithi asinikete lo mntwana ema work ethics noma indlela yekuphila letawumenta noma mina ngingekho mdali, kodwa naye ativele ukuthi uyathi la kukhona lengikwentile kuyaphatheka. Kungaba into letimelula nje John, angibekise nje bangawasha teacher, bayathi usingesikhathi lesitsite kumele bawashe teacher. Mina ke njengemdali kwami ku inspector ukuthi lokhu lengibanikete kona bakwentile yini, noma ngithi abangiwashela imoto, hawu bafana niwashile ihlobile, hayi ayikahlobi kahle la nala. Kanjalo ke bawufunza lo msebenzi kuyabangena. Angithi nje washana imoto bese ngiyabuya ngilandzelele ukuthi kwentekile nakwentekile kwenteke kwafika kuleli zinga lesilibhekile yini, nakungakafiki kubanjwe yini, ngisita njani mina kuze bakwadi kufika kuleli zinga lengifisa bafike kilo.
You speak about the same issue in your book, Magedladla, Pillars of Parenting, and you even go on to define work. What is work? What is responsibility? Kumbe kubalekile lokuthi sikuconze lo ngalokuthi umsebenzi wathathwa njengento lapho khona yenda naku ngalokuthi ngithunyiwe. You know, what is work, and why is work important in the life of a human being, not necessarily a child, you know?
Work, in my book I said describes work as a set of values that are based on being diligent, have a time factor, have outcomes that are going to be valuable for your life in the future. Also, work is a principle where you acquire a means of gutipilis. So you expect that you work, you will get money. If you work, you will be remunerated. That means you receive a reward.
Yeah.
Now we come from, maybe the older part of us come from a colonial mentality where even in school you are punished to do work. It's as a punishment. Go to the garden, dig a tree, remove the tree and remove the stone. Uhlale lapho maybe 2 days or 3 days trying to remove the trunk of wood as a punishment. And mind you, maybe this child that is being punished loves trees. He loves to take care of trees. Maybe mbati. So yambulala. So we need to get rid of that mentality. That if I need to punish a child, I make them to work. We used to call it manual labor. Ungati manual labor, it's been reserved for a certain class of people in the society. It's a very wrong, and people grew up with that wrong idea of work, so that they valued what we call collar jobs. As ngiqashwe ngihlale office, ngisebende, even if I am not that type. And yet I do have other talents. God gave us talents. And the world we were given, we were told to subdue it and make it work for us. It's like working in a garden and designing it to be the most beautiful place that you need to be. So work is what you value in given time. Nemiphumela yakhona itakusita. It also helps to build character. Because when you are told, do a certain job, it comes even from school, your homework. How much time did you give to your homework? Maybe homework was supposed to be 2 hours. Mndwana uthethe wathi in 15 minutes usuqedile. That work has not been done. And therefore ngeke ukhona kuba nemiphumela lemihle. There will be no good results. So work is not a curse. Work is a blessing.
Work should not be a curse.
It should not be a curse. It should not be looked at as a curse. Or because you made me angry, now you're punishing the child by doing work that's very necessary in life. Washing dishes, cooking is important in life. Digging outside, making a garden is important because we shall eat from it. But if you make it as a punishment, then you're killing that God-given urge to work and to be your best, to be diligent in doing that.
But this is the most interesting discussion I think I've had in a long time, because iphindze icorregita tinfo lesidonile singabonala ukuthi siyadona. Ngidawuthi sonke njengoba usho maketladla lokuthi lokuniketa umuntu umsebenzi kanzi umnika ngenhloso yokuthi uyamlaya, umfundisa lokuzonda lo msebenzi kanzi uyadzingeka la empilweni yalo muntu. Sikhuluma ngebantwana nje lana kudlameni obekusengenza baye kugeza teacher, bantwana labaningi mawuthi abayogeza teacher, labanye bafisa ngathi ngaba badalwanga, labanye bafisa ngathi ngabe Jesu so uyabuya, basho njalo labanye simply because uthetha akayogeza teacher, nalamanye ama duties kumbe la khona la khaya. Ngifuna sizame ukulungisa nako lokho make ngalo ukuthi we are teaching them responsibility through work. What would be the nicest and easiest way and to do this? What must incentivize the child to go and wash dishes, to go and wash the car, to go and clean the yard, and so on and so forth?
One is the parent. They must be an example. You cannot teach something which you are not. Because you don't even mean it. But if ungatehlisa as umtali, come to the level of the children and do work at home. Be an example. Asisho ukuthi babe ufuna ukorope phansi nabakhona bonke bambukela. That's not what we are saying. We are saying that utehlise wena, you become the facilitator Do it, do the example, the children will copy from you.
Yeah.
So doing work together
Yeah.
will help the kids to want to do the work.
For instance, with the washing of dishes,
Yes.
banga rotate, make namuhla uyatiwasha uyatisula lo.
Yes.
Kusasa tiwasha ngunomntwana because they see mommy doing it and they will
Exactly.
also enjoy it, you
Exactly.
know. Yeah.
And they want to see daddy also maybe wiping it,
Yeah.
the dishes.
Yeah.
It can be done by three. One washes, one does this, the other does that. And it's fun.
Yeah. Ngiva ngathi kumbe you've had an indirect way of saying we want our children to do things which we are not doing ourselves.
Exactly.
Yeah, which is a wrong way to
It's a wrong way
to
to
teach our
teach.
children work and responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Angathi Dlamini njengoba ngishilo esikhathini lesiningi siye sithi muncane ukwakhuluma indzaba yokuthi lugotshwa lusemandi. Angathi lokuthi masibuka semcalanini lomntwana ngoba kumbe ngenteka sesimgezisa teacher nje sona 12 ukhula liplate vele uyalithatha uyalijika lapha. Kusasa masotha akayogeza teacher. Itolo kumbe bekentelwa ngisisi noma ngiandi lo landlini ukhanze ukuthi kusasa sekuyamgongonya akayisiboni lesidingo ngoba sisolo ukhona kumbe laba labancane bayawashelwa le teacher naleti impahla kumbe nalokunye kuneni lapho khona singamcala khona lo mntwana sale sikulungisela nelikusasa nje singasakulungisela lo mkhuhlane kuneni la singamcala khona lo mntwana kumfundisa le responsibility ngekumnika umsebenzi
uteka yona John ukuthi naso umsukela sekana 12 ukhanza usiletinye talentino sekulukhuni kusatende thineke sila 17 siphinze soniwe ukuthi kunabo sisi noma bo auntie uyabuya esikolweni lo mntwana uthathe emasokisi wajika lapha ebhasikidini noma tindishi kude umsebenzi umntwana la ngeka wente kodwa kufuna simnike ngeminyaka wakhe nesigaba siugamule ulingane yena ubekusange kwasha teacher nje make umntwana nakamncane nathele inkomishini nje le juice yeliplastic nakacetha uyayiyakata uyayibeka umntwana lona bo 3 years loyo 4 years nakanabo 6 sekukhona la kwentako sengisho ukuthi asilinganise it must be age appropriate no work ngingeke ngigathe umntwana lona 6 ukuthi awashe imoto kufanana nemntwana lona 13
Sisehlelweni Embili Kanye Kanye sikhuluma indzaba ekhulisa ke bantwana sifunza ke namuhla ukuthi ngathi kunetinto lesingakade ihambisi kahle itolo letinye sidende emakhaya letinye kumbe sidende nabothishela kumbe bebathi bayamlungisa kodwa siyanaka ukuthi ngazuthi kugcina sekwakhe lento ukuthi siwuzonde lo msebenzi kusasa masothi umnika umsebenzi umntwana lekufanele futhi ukuthi awende noma sekamdzala njengaloku washa imoto noma kumbe kuyohlanyela ihlahla nekucleana libalo ukhande ethi walicleana kakhulu imishina yekujubatshani ifika namuhla kunetikolo lapho khona bonikwa nje lelijanidi lonke lesikolo ngesihesha noma ngelisikela kuthiwa sika lo tshani uyawukhanza ekhaya sekwenile athi ngabusika kakhulu esikolweni itshani angibukhana okulala phambi khona dimfo lekufuna sibuke ke namuhla noma sibaniketla lawo ma punishment singakwende ngenhloso ukuthi siyamlaya because uthi make dlala sibalaya ngento le important ekuphileni kwemuntu sitawukunye mathe ngehlelweni Embili Kanye Kanye sibuye masinyane.
The National Commissioner and all members of the Royal Eswatini Police Service are extremely heartbroken and saddened by the tragic passing on of the 11 police officers in a horrific traffic accident that occurred on Yitabandu Highway. Also involved in the accident was a truck driver who also lost his life, whose passing away has touched equally the police service. May the souls of the deceased police officers and the truck driver rest in eternal peace. We pray that God comforts all of us, including the families, during this difficult time. Contributions towards funeral arrangements to all the deceased, including their truck driver, are welcome and can be made through Eswatini Bank account number 7740020562. For more information and details, contact Mr. Patrick Mabuza, Deputy National Commissioner on 7606-4051 or 7909-4051.
Hi, my name is Professor Shabang. I am an actor and a TV presenter. Coronavirus is a deadly virus, an invincible enemy killing people all over the world. We are not exempted, but together we can walk through and overcome as a nation. All we need to do is to follow the health precautions. Stay at home, stop the spread, and save lives.
Banathi ke ehlelweni Embili Kanye Kanye sikhulumisa ke indzaba ekhulisa ke bantwana sibadali kukhona into lesingatendi kahle letingenta abantwana bethu ukuthi kusasa mase babadzala bangabi bantu lesithi icapha ngabo noma kumbe babe bantu labaqinile ukuthi kumbe bangalimelela live bangalimelela ke ekhaya bangawumelela ke umango lebaqhamuka ke kuwo ikakhulu kade ke benkosilenta sikhuluma lenzaba ngesizathu sekuthi kulamalanga labahleti ngawo emakhaya kungabe vele babonwa ngibani esikhathini lesinyendi kuba nebantwana loyothi uyalandzelela ngiyawubekisa nje ngetikolo letitsite letatiwako lokuthi thina safunza kuphi futhi uyababona labo bantwana baleto tikolo leto satiwa lesikole ngalokuthi si disciplined ngeke ngitibite ngemagama kodwa nje ukhanze silabantwana vele uyababona lokuthi cha lesikole lebafunza kiso kukhona lesabafundisa kona nawo wonke ke umuntu kumbe lo wahamba esikoleni kumbe wahlola wahamba kahle mase bangekho la esikoleni labantwana kuba limata kangakanani njengoba ke sikubona nyalo sikhuluma ke leyo ndzaba leyo benkosilenta ningasithumelela ke milayeto kule nombolo lethi velako ke ku screen ngo 76037307 inombolo you can send us a text message noma go sithumelele ke umlayeto ka WhatsApp ubude noma kumbe ufake lelo galelo lelo bese khuluma make lana ngendzaba yalo ukufundisa abantwana umsebenzi which is a very very important thing ngigcina nje ngibude ekudlamini ukuthi kufuna abe ngakanani lo mntwana and wachaza ke Dlamini kodwa ngifuna nje kungeda kancane ngibuyise na indzaba yalo ukuthi kukhona indlela kumbe lesingakulungisa ngayo leyo ukuthi mawunika umntwana umsebenzi akungabi ngazuthi bomgcilada noma kumbe bomlaya noma bompanish the element of reward after doing work how important is that and how must parents execute that to ensure ukuthi lo mfana lokuseka wendile lo msebenzi ativele lokuthi cha kungathi kuyabonakala lokuthi bebangithume kona bathi ngikwende kahle nekuthi mangabe ke ngingakakwendi kahle you know uyukhanze batali kumbe sekamkhondema lo mntwana lokungilenye into legcina say create ama conflicts emakhaya nama disagreements between parents and children how can that be corrected Mabi?
Well, it's true what you're saying, John. We come with a lot of baggage from our background of what we understand work to be, and unfortunately it has rubbed onto our children, so that we classify people according to what kind of jobs they should do. Manje, when we correct that and we said we work together with them, we assign them work, we supervise the work, we then now commend them for a well job. You have done this job very well. I like what you did. Sometimes sikala ngala maputsa and it puts children off. It's like even when you get a new job in an office and your boss just tells you first day, second week how bad you have done, your morale will go down. And it is the way maybe we were brought up. Sisibone ukuthi akagezi kahle le teacher noma akawashi kahle lokho noma awugendi kahle lokho. Start by commending the child. That ngiyabonga ukuthi ube khona ekhaya uzame ukupheka namuhla. Ma uphekile wahlala the whole day wapheka. Siyabona lokudla. Siyakudla even though maybe some of it is burnt offerings. But wendile and we bring it as a joke
on a lighter note.
Yeah.
You laugh about it as a
we
family.
laugh about it. So if the food is burnt, it's not the end of the world. So you just joke about it, but you eat it. You see, and that's the old way of being taught. That was very hard. It's like what you are saying. Usuwelusa kakhulu namhla usafuna ukubona nje ingoma somewhere and actually ukufika amalobolo akho for your daughter unenzaba because wakilatwa kakhulu you know, taking care of animals, but animals are important. So what we are saying is that parents must just calm down. Is this a time of calming down and overlooking many issues? It's not the time of reprimanding or apportioning blame. This is a time just to say, we are here at home, let's make the best time that we can to remember, to laugh at some of the things we did, and so on.
Yeah.
So you reward the child by the words you speak. You reward by saying how well it has been done, what has been done, and make fun of, not in a ridiculous way, but in a laughing manner, just to have fun in the house.
Yeah.
You can also recommend the child to something better. So, uwende logo yathi kusina likabishi ungalenda kanje libe this. Maybe she just boiled, forgot to put salt. Niyalidla, but say no, next time when you do cabbage, I want to be there. I'll show you a trick. You know, and the child will be looking forward. Oh, there must be something. You know.
But I think that Maga is also founded or established on something. I want us to go back a little bit to the importance of love in the family.
Yeah.
Because without love, I don't think you can also talk to a child like that, you know. As I say, khulumisa kancane nje siphinde siyibuyisele emuva, because tonke le tinfo leti ngiva ngazuthi makungekho lo luthando lakhaya luthando akusiwo ke lo mfana lokumbambatha all the time. But I think the importance of love, I don't know, we can never overemphasize love in a family.
We cannot, and love covers a lot of sins. That's what it does. Love is not proud, and it doesn't push people to the corner. So we need to have love, but we said that we're coming with a lot of brokenness, and COVID is breaking us further. And this is the time now we need to just lay back, find who you are, come to terms with who you are, lay aside whatever brokenness or bitterness that you have had. For example, it could be one of the children is not yours. Now find love. Let the child have space at home. He is a child, and they need guidance.
Yeah.
Many times we forget the children didn't come here by themselves.
Yeah.
We brought them to the world, and so we need to give them that space where it's cushioned, and it's loving, it's accepting, and it's all the adjectives that can use with love. Yeah.
Kunasimo se COVID-19 dlamini kunetinfo letibuhlungu letentekako lokunye kufuna kumbe vele sibe practical ngala ma issues on the ground. Ngifuna nje kubekisa ngale timo leto lokuthi labanye labahlele emakhaya abatali bagcina sebahlala kumbe without pay ngetizathu kumbe letahlukahlukene kuthi kumbe lapho basebenta khona vele kumile kude lokungenako kude lokuphumako nalabatali sebagcina bahlele emakhaya. Kufundisa umntwana umsebenzi kumbe asesemncane bongakhanza ukuthi kuyimitigate le situation ngekuthi ngiyabekisa nje itolo bongakhanza ukuthi uyohesha kamakhelwane bakunika 10 emalangeni ubuye singwa ekhaya, kodwa ikhona nale element yokuthi singumndeni ngeke sikhombise ihlazo lethu ngaphandle ukuthi abantu bethu sebatawuphuma kumbe bahambe bayowenta ema duties kumbe kamakhelwane noma kumbe kuphi you know. Angathi lokuthi le element it's not pride really, I don't know what it is, but ku stereotype thinking lokuthi ngeke umfana nami ngiyomsebenzisa angisho bamfana labancane. You find some of these children, they are already 17 and 18 bahleli nalabatali nyalo labatali basemakhaya kude imali lengenako, you know. How can we incorporate activity ebantwana to support family, you know, not only because of COVID-19 but even going into the future. Bantwana baye baqedza esikolweni ukhanze ukuthi so idly umele ukuthi ekhaya babuye bamnikeza imali yesinkwa noma bamshayela imali yesinkwa, you know. And I think this affects children as they grow, you know. Maga speaks about that in her book lenvo yokuthi kufundisa umntwana umsebenzi kukhona la kufuna kuhambe kumsite khona in the future. Probably this is the time now. You are 20 years old but you are still living under the roof of your parents. What can you do? And I don't know if ngibude a question I have also contributed but I also want you to talk about that. I mean lokuthi ngicabanga lokuthi ku lokukhuluma ngekubaleka kwemsebenzi sizama lokuthi batali bayifake lengcondo la kulabantwana in such a way that they can also benefit from lokuba khona kwalabantwana.
Pero so vele uphendulile ngoba lo mbuto wakho uthi labantu abethu asibafundise lokwenta ingadi basebancane bakhule nayo mhlambe umuntu sekangathi nanyalo noma analo 17 noma 20 you can still go back to the basics siyente lengadi lamakhabishi naleti spinach diphume la kithi ensimi engadeni noma ensimini kube ngikona lesitawuphila ngako ngoba vele liciniso lesingesalibalekela ukuthi imisebenzi ayifanani kunebatali nje labahlele bakhaya utawukhanza sibahleli April wonke kude labakutholile ngiyakhumbula John sisakhula thina kukhona besikwende ekhaya sithengisa make bekabhake emabhanisi kuthi waboma standard nangivalile nje mina esikolo aka form 3 ngangithengisa ngebreak kule primary ledudane nasekhaya
basekhona aboma standard edlamini
so kwangifundisa impilo mhlambe futhi lokunye lengingabe kusangayo ekhaya kwakunesihlahla dema lemon ngiwathathe ngiwathengise eligogo lisaka ngibuye na 6 wemalangeni so ngizama ukuthi impilo ngayifunza ukuthi emhlabeni uyasebenza ukuze impilo ichubeke ngilokhu ke lesingasabafundisi kona abantu abethu sebabozini khamisa konke bakubheka kithi thina badali kanti nasifake letinto basebancane ngeke kubalahlekele kutawusi ngesikhathi step madima njengaleti lengcondo ingemi icabanga ukuthi kodwa singaphilisa kanjani
ngiva ngazuthi and I was doing a little research about COVID-19 is here with its devastating effects already. But I feel like had we known about COVID-19 10 years ago, we ought to have been prepared for these situations. But nothing is lost because we may face a similar situation, God forbid, in the future. You know, we need to be prepared, and we want to teach our children and us as parents, assuming more active roles in mentoring and in grooming our children. You know, it is very important. The issue of making sure the world is about trade, as you can see. If there's no trade, everything comes to a standstill. Yes. And it affects even the social living of our communities and our families and our countries. You know, the importance of teaching a child a skill or a form of trade so that when they grow up, they can be able to survive from that.
Yes, indeed, John. And it was so at the beginning. I don't know where it died.
It was so.
It was so that by the year 12, a young man already had a trade. Either like what Lamine is saying, agriculture, or animal husbandry, or designs, or anything.
You could tell what they will be in the future, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe with the kind of maybe education system that we went into that didn't have the vocation, like the vocational schools. And now we're back to that. So I think it's a good thing we're back to the vocational schools. You know them by their gifts. Everybody is gifted. Now the parent has been given that mandate to find out how is your child gifted, and then to channel that child towards those gifts. It could be they are gifted in design, they are gifted in it will take long to just number. There are so many things that children could do that they could be guided into. And also there is something also that I think, I don't know if it's us Africans or what, that we need to change that we don't teach our children to be business minded. We want to just work for them. We go to work from 8 to 5 for 30 days. Then we get our pay. And we think then it's fine if a young man says, who shoe 400, you am what you have worked for 30 days, you're giving him in one minute. What are you teaching them? That I work for you, you don't do anything, and I give it to you after all that labor. I think we need to change that.
Yeah.
We need to change that to say, when a young man becomes a certain age, we can choose which age according to our own customs and so on. So uba indvodza. Awubi indvodza because ushadile. Uyindvodza even before you got married.
Yeah.
And you have a line of skills and gifts that we can see. Also, this one is good with goats. Why not give him the 200? Say, I'm about to get I would say you're very good with goats. Nyalo lapekaya say 100. Wako. That's good, my boy. Same thing with the girls and so on. Siba funzisa kuba entrepreneurs early in life, so that they don't depend on us.
To make a living.
To make a living, they don't depend on us. Bafuna live ala babe na mage basebenza labo. Ngibo bebasebenza. Wena nawe learn to work and get yourselves and start saving and so on as young as you are. So that we incorporate them into the business world and not leave it until the end at university level.
Thank you so much, Mage. Kubhlungu nje edlamini ngalokuthi I think Mage ukhulumisa info singemaswati kodwa mangathi yanaka kunetinvo lesesitiyekede kudenda lesingemaswati kukhona nje lobukelako la lokhulumisa indzaba ukuthi usendomlayeto uthi kunemaswati lalambile namuhla kulesikhathi lockdown alambile lamaswati kodwa umhlaba ukhona emandi akhona le element ye indigenous knowledge lengithi kumbe seyisilahlekile singemaswati makubekisa ngetimbudi ubekisa nangalokwa nalokwa kuhlushekiwe la ngaphandle kodwa mangathi uyabuta bekufanele yini ngifuna silungise la indzaba nayo Dlamini lehambelana nekuthi labasemakhaya lemahlanzeni kumbe nakuphi letinye tindzawo bahawukela lokuthi mangingamane nganyelanga ngifike edolobheni ngiyawufaka thayi nalaba labasemadolobheni bantu ababo bafuna ukuthi ingase nganyelanga ngahamba yofundzela kwekuthi kangangoba labantwana sigcina sibakhethela letinvo lekufanele siyoba bayotifunza, forgetting that at the end of the day you can be employed, but as a country, as families, as communities, we are endowed with resources that we must harness for livelihood kusasa. But bantu abethu sibalimete ngalokuthi bonke sifuna bayofaka bothai bayobhala bagcoke babe bahle nakubeka kusho makwe high scholar, you know, everyone wants to go there. And I think going forward, as we were talking about the issue of preparedness, kungalilimata nalelive because the resources we have we are not harnessing, simply because we are teaching our children that this thing is useless. What matters is for you to have a white collar job. As we can see, some people with white collar jobs are working from home, some are not working, but the resources are there. Kumbe makhaya lapho khona kufuna ngabe kulinyiwe kunemimbili etinyangweni kunetinkomo kuyasengwa naloko. We need to correct that. I mean, I don't know ukuthi singaqala kuphi.
Ngicabanga ukuthi kumele sicale sivume John ukuthi isehlulile ngoba lokuthi size sibafuce labantwana for the white collar job esikhathini lesinengi sitendela thine ligama ukuthi kubonakala sibantu abadlamini babodokotela
sifuna ukuthi icapha
ngalabantu abethu 2
kumbe tinvele tasehlula thina
ngithi ke kwesibili ke esikhathini lesinengi kuba ngiloko ukuthi mina ngiyahluleka kuba ngilodokotela kodwa laba bami nababe ngiba wawo ngiyobe ngishayile. So kufuna sikwemukele lokuthi kukhona la isilahlekele khona bese sibuyele emuva siyoyilungisa. Ngesingithi nje kude liswati lelide ummango wakubo nemhlaba wakubo. Lokho kumele kube ngiloku inkhomba ukuthi sibusiswe ngemhlaba sicale lapho. Lo kufunza sonke siyakudinga kodwa akusithi lesiphiwe ukuthi sitawufaka bothai sonke. Kunalaba phiwe ukuthi batawushona emhlabeni ligolide labo lika agriculture.
Ibuhlungu leyo Dlamini kodwa nje ngethemba ukuthi emaswati ayeva ngoba silungisa info le tawulisimisa lelive. Labantu abethu masingabafundzisi lokukhwita basebende njengoba makabekisa ngetilwane kumbe kulokunye nalomhlaba kunengi lapho khona siyawuthi sola khona kusasa mangabe sicabanga ukuthi umhlaba njengoba sike sibone kulokunye umhlaba so uyathengiswa. Uthengiselwe nje kubeka tilo sitawudlani mangabe lo mhlaba lekufuna siwulime sidlala ngawo ndawusho njalo. Ngalokuthi kukhona lekufuna sakhekiwe kukhona lele kufanele siwulime mangabe basishiyele labadzala bese siyawuthengisa singawulimi siyadilambisa silambisa lo mmango sitawulambisa nalelive. Bofuna ukukhuluma make ngenzaba ngeke ngabekisa ngenzaba ukuthi bantu abethu bebaya emlayinini ngiyathi sibuyele emuva kancane kodwa nje ngicabanga ukuthi kumcoka lokuthi lo assembly nangibe baba naye lapha esikolweni
Yeah.
kukhona lento lemigcoka lebebayenda ngithi angikuphe lelithuba manje ngoba ukuvetile lokuthi uyafuna loku-emphasize lokuthi bekubaluleke kangakanani nokuthi batali ngabe yini bangayenda kuvala leso sikhala leso lesesingekho nyalo noma lesesikhona nyalo.
Kukhona Theodore Roosevelt once said, to educate a person in mind and not in morals is to educate a menace to society. Inzoba ya character. Morals are very important. Ungaba yonke into emhlabeni, but if you have no morals, the sense of right and wrong kubekiwe. Our culture gives us that. Because go wrong kwenda lokho, kubi kwenda lokho, kuhle kwenda lokho. Silahlekele bo egumeni bo
Mark.
Yes. Silahlekelwe kakhulu. Uthi umntwana ntombatana udiphatha njani. There are morals that have been laid down. Umntwana umfana udiphatha njani. There are morals. What is right? What is good? What is excellent? Kuhamba nesigaba. Something can be good but not excellent.
Just to cut you short a
Yes.
bit, Mark, what was Roosevelt trying to say? If he were to be straightforward and
Yes.
say exactly what he wanted to say when he said to educate a man in mind and not and not in morals is to educate
A menace.
a menace to society. What was he saying exactly? Because I think this is what we are doing.
Yeah.
Everyone strives to make sure they pay school fees, they take their children to school. That's the education of the mind.
Exactly.
But I think we are neglecting the issue of the morals. What are we doing?
We are missing to say that a human being has some aspects in his life. There are dimensions. Une dimension yemtimba, the body, the social, the mind, and the other one that I'm forgetting.
The emotional.
The emotional. But we are forgetting to say these dimensions cannot function without a center. It's like a wheel of a bicycle. It has to have that center that makes everything to be cohesive, to be whole.
The morals.
It's the morals. We can call it God. It's God, it's the word that guides us. It's the wisdom. This is the wisdom.
Yeah.
Uthi nangikhuluma namake ngikhuluma njani? How do I respond to my father? No, 21. How do I talk to my father? We go back to our morals that have been laid down by our parents. And God does the same. It's a lot of repetition of these things. Yes.
Yeah.
So
That was a platform provided
Yes.
by the assembly, which is not there now.
now it's not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we are not doing it at home, we are killing our children.
We are damaging them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ufuna ngeta Dlamini nje sekushaya sebekufishane.
Yes.
Ufuna vele sale singena la kuNkulunkulu ngiyaxolisa lokho sengidampa 5 minutes uNkulunkulu kanzi bekufuna ngicale ngaye semnikete lo 55 minutes.
Ngicabanga ukuthi iAssembly John mhlawumbe umuntu angacala ngekuyichaza nje ukuthi ngiyani. Ngilabahlangana bonke labantwana nabothishe lababo. Lokusho ukuthi indzawo yekubuthana. Ekhaya kumele sibe naso sikhathi nendzawo yekubuthana. A set time and a set place. Kuthi kungabuthanwa bese kuyathandazwa noma ke thisha lomkhulu kube khona la kushoko kulabantwana. So it is a place to inculcate ema values nema beliefs ale institution. Kusho ukuthi assembly ngilalo mphathi afika achaze khona isikolo sisebenta kanje.
Angikuthanzi lokhu nalokhu. Siyabonga nihlabene ebholeni ischool team usiwinile.
Yeah.
Tonke leto dinvo lethu.
Nasibuyela ke ekhaya badali ngibabe namake banesikhathi nebantwana bachaza usileli khaya la kaNkosi ukuthi into dichutshwa kanje abantu abami nihlabene lapha nalapha la khaya thine naku indlela lesiphila ngayo inkolelo yethu sikholwa naku kusebenta kanje. It is also a time to make important announcements and pronouncements and give direction. Sikhathi la khona labantwana batshe ukuthi wo namuhla ngeke sibe nayo ibreak ngoba sijake ukuthi isikolo asisheshe siphume siyodlala angibekise ke nyalo kune covid sikhathi sekannounce ukuthi ubantu akabami into setishintshile ngoba into setishintshile sesitawubochuba kanje sesikhathi ke futhi sekuba engage labantwana ukuthi abakhulume nabo imivo yabo ku assembly sebayaphefumula kuhleliwe nje kuyaxoxwa. It is also a time to assure the students and the teachers that all is well. Ngalabafisha sikhathi sekuxoxa ukuthi hey nivileni usikamakhelwane isikolo asishile la kithi asikashi siyachubeka. Ngalamafisha sikhathi sekuqinisekisa labantu abami ukuthi cha bongosi yebo kona akasimelane bavelelwe nginaku nanaku kodwa all is well. I-assembly ke Paris yaku school A ayifanani neyaku school B. Tonke tiyayidinga i-assembly but inchubo ayifanani. The principle of assembly is the same but the procedure might be different. Nasemakhaya kungendeka kube kadladla nabane assembly nasi singaba nayo kodwa indlela esiyichuba ngayo angeke ifanane.
Ngicela nje kube kufisha kakhulu makedladla naturally nanathi siditshela nje ukuthi sishumayelwa abafundisi bethu sithandazela abafundisi bethu nebantu abethu bafike bathandaza esikolweni basikole sicela umfundisi etathe uthandaza la khaya sikwendi lokho ingodi yekwenta njalo make ngabe iyini
ingodi lenkulu uthi umtali akalaleli uNkulunkulu because the first commandment was that love the Lord your God with all your heart, your mind, your soul, and love yourself, love your neighbor as yourself, and then teach this to your children. The mandate is given to parents.
To the parents. Teach this to your
children. Uthi live nabanbuta ukuthi sendelani lo mikhosi lenje nalenje. Why do we do this? You will give them an answer. You will give them an answer of everything and explain when they are sitting, when they are standing, when they are walking, when they are going to sleep. Every time you will tell them umdali kusumbani. That is the beginning of all things. The fear of the Lord, the beginning of wisdom.
Siyabonga makedladla sikhuluma ngani Nkosi la evikini delitako.
Evikini delitako John sikhuluma ngekubuka umsidabe sibuka umntwana akhula ukuthi wehluke ngani umfana nasentombadaneni sibakhulisa kanjani, differences between boys and girls. Sike sayithinza evikini deliphelile ukuthi kwentiwa yini ukuthi emantombadane ayathanza kunamathela kuyise bafana kunina. Sitakubuka konke lokho kuleli viki delitako.
Makedladla, thank you so much for your time, and I do hope that our viewers have benefited from our discussion and from your insights. And it is quite meaningful to go through the chapters in that book, and we can actually feel from what you are saying when you speak that you've got such powerful nuggets even in that book. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having us.
Siyabonga kakhulu maswahla amahle kuba nathi ke hlelweni Embili Kanye Kanye besikhulumisa indzaba yekwakha ke emakhaya abantu yekwakha ke emakhaya nekukhulisa ke abantu abethu sethemba nje semaswati awasitakele siya encourage ukuthi sibakhulise abantu abethu sikuthandazwa. I think isigcina ngaleyo kakhulu. Let's get together as families, sit down, read the Bible, pray. Usokuchazile ke makedlamini ukuthi uNkulunkulu instruct abatali ukuthi le tindvo letisevini la uNkulunkulu sitifundise ke abantu abethu. It is also going to help us, particularly at the time when they are not getting that from church or even at school. Thank you so much for watching Embili Kanye Kanye today. This show is going to be repeated tomorrow at 9 a.m. Jehovah kasigcine sibonane ngalokho dawo siphilile. Nisale kahle.